Culturally safe practice requires an understanding of colonization, assimilation policy, repressive legislation, and the ongoing effects on the lives of Aboriginal peoples and mainstream settler peoples. Culturally safe practice requires an understanding of colonization, assimilation policy, repressive legislation, and the ongoing effects on the lives of Aboriginal and mainstream settler peoples, especially the role of social determinants on Aboriginal health. Native American scholar Ward Churchill had some useful words for non-Aboriginal peoples as you learn about colonization. He says, "You didn't do it, so why are you defending it? You don't have to because you can just as easily oppose it as you can embrace it. You can separate yourself from what has been done, what's being done, but you have to be willing to call it by its right name. In the traditional Okanagan kinship system, the whole community is responsible for the care, education, and well-being of all the children. Parents are as responsible for their nieces and nephews as they are for their own children. As extensions of the extended family, the whole community was positioned in a parenting role to the kids. Assimilation policies and practices were targeted at Indigenous extended families and removed the children from the love, care, and knowledge transmission of their families and communities. In this module, you'll learn more about the Indian residential schools, the most well-known of the government policies that aim to assimilate Aboriginal peoples. It's important to be aware that the residential schools were one of many destructive and misguided programs aimed at assimilation. For example, lesser known among the general public is the 60s scoop, which is the common name for the widespread child apprehensions that were implemented through social services. Through the 60s scoop, thousands of Aboriginal children were removed and placed in the homes of non-Aboriginal parents across Canada and in other countries. And in Canada today, there are 85,000 residential school survivors still alive. Assimilation policies and practices targeted Indigenous extended families and removed the children from the love, care, and knowledge transmission of families and communities.